All right, go.
John Warden, design manager, Hasbro.
John,
Work on the Transformers brand.
after the popularity of Windblade, Chromia, and Victoria, how come there aren't any female robots in the upcoming Titans Returns line? I can only see bots like Lita 1, Moonracer, Strika.
We know that the franchise is rich with great characters, and we certainly hear fans. Definitely stay tuned. We're listening, and we definitely appreciate all the characters in the Transformers universe. We understand how, a character like Nautica or somebody like that, how much fans would want that. We're definitely have those characters on what we call our short list. So that's just, you'll have to wait and see. We like to keep some surprises, right?
Right. How do you determine the complexity of a transformation for any figure?
I think it depends on what it's for. Honestly, some of the transformations, like in our RAD line, are more basic because they're for the youngest consumer. When it comes to generations, a lot of it's driven by what the transformer, what its role is. So some of these leader class guys that turn into cities generally are a little more challenging, and then certainly the Voyager class guys like this new Megatron we just revealed. It's one of the more complex Transformers, but I think really Generations is about that sophisticated play, and I think it's about embracing the fact that we have a challenging toy, and I think the challenge is just part of the fun of it.
Speaking of challenges, what kind of challenges did you face bringing back the Headmasters, in spirit if not name, for a new generation? What elements of the toys or story did you especially want to retain, and what's totally new?
Well, the idea of the Headmasters came at a really interesting time for Transformers. You had a lot of other small bots, and one of the things that was sort of unusual about the original Headmasters launch was that they were little humans that turned into the heads. But with Titans Return, we wanted to make a universal, consistent play, so we wanted to kind of hold on to a lot of the cool DNA of the characters that I think that fans really love. But try to introduce a play system that allows kids and fans to kind of swap heads and then take those heads and create a populace for the city. So when you build out your big Fortress Maximus, you're going to need like a little population to take it over, and that's what the Titan Masters are. So when we reimagined them, we kind of made these little characters not only into small robots, so they're not only humans and they're small transformers, but we also gave them unique powers and skills. And you'll see in the Titans Return Roleplay that I just gave you guys, it outlines all the different powers of each one of these Titan Masters. So when they swap heads, they're just like the original Headmasters. Their levels will change, and it's that extra element of storytelling. And I think that it's not just swapping heads, but it's also kind of you build your own story, and it's kind of a fun, different way of playing with these things. So it's just exciting. I think it's neat to take somebody like Chrome Dome or Highbrow and just do a great version of it and really contemporize it for this next chapter.
Great. Speaking of the Prime Wars trilogy, we started with Combiner Wars. Now we have the Titans Returns. Does this mean that Part 3 is going to be Pretenders?
I could pretend that I don't. No, I'm trying to think of a good Pretender pun. Well, Titans Return is going to continue through 2017. We're super excited about everything that's coming, including this big fella, Triptychon, which the fans voted on. We're super duper excited about how great this thing is. It's coming out. I've actually seen some gray model images on it, and it's going to be one of the most legendary toys I think fans have ever seen. It's got a great G1 look, completely covered with awesome detail, and it's physically one of the biggest Transformers I think we've done. It's just an incredible toy. So as we look forward to 2018 and the future of the Prime Wars trilogy, I guess you're just going to have to stay tuned. But let's just say there's lots of other great characters that we haven't tapped into yet. We have to figure out a way to get those out to the fans, which we know you guys want.
All right, the final question we have today is, can we expect a steady stream of Masterpiece releases?
Well, we have a great Masterpiece item in the Bumblebee. It's actually for sale right here at San Diego Comic-Con over at Toys R Us booth. But we recognize how popular the Masterpiece items are for our fans of the G1 series. We want to try to make sure that we continue to release those in the domestic market. So excited about what Takara's been doing, especially with some of the great Beast Wars releases they've done of late. And it's great. I guess we hear fans loud and clear that Masterpiece or something that they want to do.
Great. Well, that's all we got for you today. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, man.